My name is Carlos. I never believed in ghosts until I came face to face with one. So I set out on a quest to show you what I saw into video. With no big camera crews following me around, I am joined only by this big camera crew and fellow investigator JPEG Luigi. Raw. Extreme. Adjectives. Welcome to Murder Slap Entertain Death. When it comes to ghosts, most people tend to fall into one of two camps. Ghosts don't exist, or ghosts are totally real, dude. Let me tell you about the time I saw one. Judging by the title of this video, you'd think that I lean closer to the latter. However, I'm still a bit skeptical due to the nature of my character and the events that preceded it. So all of this happened when I was 13. It was a simpler time. Soulja Boy was topping the charts. The stanky light had just been invented. And LimeWire was destroying computers around the world. I had just moved into a new apartment complex and I was playing soccer with my friend Axel. After getting dunked on several times, he said to me, "Yo man, you know your house is haunted, right?" Keep in mind that at 13, I was the type of dude that would buy magic beans if they were magic enough and avoid stepping on cracks to preserve my mother's back. I thought maybe he had some merit since he lived there longer than me, so I asked him, "What makes you say that?" "Well, they say a guy was killed there." If someone starts a sentence with "they say," there's a 99.9% chance they're lying to you. And of course, way later he told me that he was just joking. Regardless, after Axel told me this, I went home that night actively looking for any signs of paranormal activity. I had to prove for myself that my house wasn't haunted. I didn't find anything until I was about to fall asleep. That's when I heard this loud knocking coming from my closet. This terrified me because my closet was closed and took up like a fifth of my room. My windows were closed too, so I doubt it was the wind. The only logical conclusion I could come up with was that there was a ghost hiding in my closet. So I did what any 13-year-old kid would do in this situation. I hid under the covers and rapped the Danny Phantom theme song until I felt safe. Yo, Danny Phantom, when he was just 13, his parents put the very strange machine. It was designed to view a world unseen. He's gonna kill your family because he's Danny Phantom. This kept happening on and off again for several weeks and slowly began escalating. My bed would start shaking. My door would start opening and closing. Random people would come to my house and say that my mixtape was trash. Well, that last part didn't and will never happen. Regardless, things were getting crazy. I remember running into the bathroom and tripping and hitting my head because the floor was wet. There wasn't even a shower there. I was knocked out for a little bit and had a vision of a Grim Reaper jumping up and down on the bed. To me, it felt like someone was playing a prank on me. It felt like any second I lay my eye on the ghost and he'd say, "Don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, make sure to Amazon gift card." When I woke up, my sister was looking at me. Turns out she's the one that pushed me into the bathroom and caused me to hit my head. As uncool as that was, I was relieved. Maybe there is no ghost. Maybe it's all in my head and it's just the wind. Nope. The next day as I'm about to leave for school, I see a chalk outline of a body near my apartment gate, surrounded by yellow tape. Turns out some guy overdosed and died outside his apartment. I was freaking out, and that night I decided I would sleep in my mom's bed. Don't judge me. There was dead bodies involved, alright? And that's when it happened. I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw two people looking at me surrounded by a golden aura. It was an old man and an old woman. They looked a lot like an old farming couple in that famous painting, with one big difference. I could see through them. That's right. This video is clickbait because not only did I see one ghost, I saw two ghosts, and they were both staring me down. They weren't moving, they weren't talking, they were just staring at me. I don't even think they could tell I was looking at them because I was paralyzed. My body was in shock, but I wasn't scared. It felt more like I was being watched by somebody like a grandpa, which is weird since my grandpa on my dad's side died before I was born. I wanted to confirm what I was looking at, so I slowly turned my head to my mom, but she was knocked out. I couldn't wake her up because it felt like I was in the hyperbolic time chamber, just so much pressure on me. It took most of my energy just to breathe. When I turned back to look at the ghosts, they were still there. I thought that they would leave once I saw them, but no, they were still there. I rubbed my eyes, still there. I hid under my blanket and then came back out, still there. I kept repeating this over and over again, but they were still there. Eventually, I just put the covers over my eyes and I just gave up. I fell asleep, and when I woke up, I told everybody about it, but nobody believed me. I was serious too. Throughout that whole experience, I just kept repeating to myself, "This is real. This is real." I like finding out people's interpretations of this because sometimes I get something like, "Oh dude, you saw a guardian angel," or "That was spooky, that was scary." But I honestly think that it was probably just some bored ghost pulling a prank on me. Even so, this happened so long ago that I'm starting to think that maybe it was all just a dream. Basically, all I can do is trust in my 13-year-old self. or find another ghost and confirm they exist. So don't be surprised when I show up on season 45 of Ghost Adventures looking fresher than a mug. Sorry, I had some random animator come up with that line. I guess you could say I had a ghostwriter.